I always laugh about that kind of stuff. I was telling my daughter last week that she was afraid of a little bug, and I was like, it's so interesting because if you just step back from this, who should really be afraid of who? Like you're 4.5 feet tall, you know, but it's the elephant, you know, jumping up on the table, running from the mouse, you know. We share similar. I'm the same way. The simple things of nature. When we're driving, a lot of times I'll say to the kids, especially to get them out of the device world, if you just look out, you're on the highway, just think about how many trees you pass.
Right.
I mean, if you just stop, you know, and think about it. But like you said, in order to appreciate that, you have to be intentional to be able to, you know, take it in. I think awareness is the greatest thing. It's the greatest key to solving anything. In order to solve something, you have to first be aware of it. So I think that conversations like this, where you're talking about emotions and you're talking about memories all the way down to the cellular level, allows you to pay attention to your body more and to understand, like, when you're feeling certain things in your body, that it's not just here, not just a process here, but you're seeing where else it shows up as well. And like I said, I think that's important because there's a lot of times when we know something is wrong, but we just don't know what it is or how to pinpoint it. So talking about things on a cellular level just allows you to step back and really do like a head to toe like examination, so to speak. So you might start with your thoughts and that kind of thing, and then you might end with like, so that's why my back has been hurt, you know, or that's why I've been so tight, you know. And so one of the things, last thing I'll say is that when I first started getting into meditation, the very first course that I had, that was like a guided meditation course, was it was when I was studying Hinduism and when I read the Bhagavad Gita. And the thing that I appreciated about this guided meditation was that the very first thing it had you do, and the most important thing, was like a head to toe scan, you know? And so all you did was like just, it's really like what John said earlier about paying attention to nature. You might not even know, I guarantee there's probably 2 or 3 people here right now that if I say relax your shoulders, in that moment you'll realize like, oh, I didn't even realize I was holding my shoulders up. So I think that having conversations like this is important because the more granular you can get with paying attention to your body as well as your mind and your emotions, the more you can get down to like actually changing, you know, everything, you know, about your situation because you identify it. I'm gonna make it real quick. I just wanted to, when you said about pulling the wrong string, it immediately resonated with me because one of the things I started realizing as I look out at the world and as I look at all the things that we talk about in our various circles about the issues of the world, I started to realize something. A lot of times we're not finding the solution or the right solution because we actually haven't correctly identified the problem. And so that resonated with me when you said that, because if you pull at the wrong string, then you can make things worse if you're not actually. And then the other thing that I wanted to finish off with is the whole lesson that I learned about, the first lesson that I learned about like the cellular level, you know, attention was with my classical piano teacher when I was in college. I went to her to learn piano. We only had like two or three lessons. I went to her to learn piano. I left learning how to pay attention to my body, actually. And that was, you know, the thing that was my first lesson of like being able to pay attention to my body on a cellular level.